Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So you might be able to hear it, but a bit sick now at this point, but not enough to where I can't commentate somewhat, so we'll give it a go. It's mostly just my voice for the most part, and just like some occasional coughing. Hopefully I don't do too much of that in the recording here, but I mean, it's Astra season, dark season defense. So some reason, I don't know. I can't tell if this team is, I know this team is bad, but it's like what people do is just like, why would you ever do this? Like, I don't know about you, but Self is never dying in one round. And you're attacking twice, so you're gonna proc his Ignis. Like, in what world is that ever a smart idea? I don't know. Of course, they're still gonna pick up quite a few kills here, and, you know, they're gonna heal Marth, which seems okay. But, you know, we have some stuff. Unfortunately, we can't double him, but he is pretty naturally fast, so not much to expect there. And they're just gonna leave him there, so that's a pretty free kill for us. And another free kill there, and it's basically already over. There's nothing they can do at this point except rip. So, not sure what their game plan was there. Like, even if they were trying to bait out Sonya first and then Vantage kill Sylph, you're not two-shotting him with that much attack, so I don't know what the idea was there. It's almost like this defense is okay because it's so straightforward. There's not much to it, but it's like, I feel like you should expect some things. Like, this seems okay, and then you realize there's a panic manner. So, someone really likes debuffs, you know, but Sonya decides to kill Steel Kappa. I mean, Sonya's not really gonna do much anyways, so might as well save Brave Micaiah for something else. So they're gonna take out Brave Micaiah because they know she can be a threat with their Surtur and stuff chilling around. And they're going to do that, and I'm guessing they did not, I'm not sure what the plan was there, but I guess they did a tactical sack question mark, but not really, because this isn't looking too great. Of course, they cleverly hide their Surtur there, so they're going to be able to take out Sylvia because she doesn't quite have enough attack to take him out. So Surtur's Menace is going to help out with picking up the kill there. But they didn't pick up any of the ether structures, so that's totally a win for me, Kappa. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't even know at this point what I'm going to do on Astra defense, because Anima defense, because hypothetically, the February legendary banner is almost here, and I'm primarily going into, again, plus 10 legendary Azura, but colorless is also super nice for me because I do want a plus 10 Alm at some point. I'm not sure what they did that. They could have broken the Bright Shrine the same turn. I guess it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, maybe. And then they do this, which is like, why would you ever do that? And then you break that, but we have Hardy Bearing and Ground Orders, so that's not gonna work. And we're just going to do some derping around. And at this point, they can pretty much sweep with Altina because there actually isn't anything around. But then they do this, which is quite interesting because it just gives us a free kill on Peony. And while Brave Micaiah isn't going to one-shot Halloween Hector, so they're just gonna be able to vantage kill here. Pretty straightforward, but not entirely sure if that was necessary to lose that many units, but that's how it went. So, and here's the even more confusing thing of the year. I don't know about you, you know, you have I know he's only +1, but you have Brave Ike, you know, you have Altina's minus defense. Kind of an interesting, you know, just some debuff support. 10 out of 10. Debuff support. And, you know, you use Altina, who gets Panic Ployed, and she's up against Seliph. That's just never going to end well. And we take out their big threat, I guess. But, I mean, the real threat's Brave Ike still, but yikes is all I gotta say. And they just surrender there. I'm guessing they were trying to go for a deathless win, and that clearly didn't happen. Not sure what their plan was, what they were expecting out of that. Just like whenever you have Altina and she can't two-shot Seliph, like cleanly, it's basically like one-shotting him, but you have a 1 damage leeway to get the same results. So whenever you can't do that, you gotta actually make sure that Altina can at least live the Ignis and stuff, which is not totally trivial especially for the lower merged ones. And then you have Sonya to deal with, Glacies and Dark Excalibur, so it's not like you can take 0 damage from Sonya. You'd have to. I don't think there's any way for Altina to take 0 damage from a Dark Excalibur Glacies. I think it's always just gonna do 10. Well, I guess technically if you had like Aegis or something for some reason you could reduce it, but you're probably still taking some base damage from the Glacies or Sonya's attack stat, so I don't know, yeah. Here we just have someone doing their thing, just taking out units left and right. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too special here. Super straightforward win for them. And Seliph actually almost one-shots Legendary Zero. Too bad that's not the case. And he actually does live, but it doesn't matter. Because he doesn't have another Ignis up, so he's not going to do that much damage. But they don't pick up the second Ether Structure, so also another win, Kappa. It honestly doesn't matter at this point. This week on offense, I did okay. I ended up going all 16 matches, but I completely lost one. It was an infantry pulse team, and I was like, there isn't really much I can do other than maybe, and I was like, it's Astra season, so we just kind of did whatever and threw Nino to bait a what's her name, Brassier, and I believe Sky Mayugi Soph with turn 1 Moonbow or something. Yeah, that didn't go well. The idea was I couldn't really meme their infantry pulse setup turn 1 without either one proccing Vantage on someone to get their 1 cooldown charge fully charged, so then they would still counter if they're special. Like, that was never gonna work out. And in general, I think there was an AoE legendary Alm or something. I could be wrong, I can't quite remember, but yeah, those kind of teams when it's Astra season, there's just no bulk anywhere to be found to be able to pull off anything there. There's just nothing there. Here we have quite the interesting team here. I mean, you know, you're just spamming distant guards. I'm not sure how well that helps you if you play poorly. But we quite the strange turn 1 setup, but I mean it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And then I don't know why people think Altina's ever going to win itself. He's got Tearfing, he's got 3 cooldown Ignis. It just does not spell out anything good. Sonya actually can't kill anything. 10 out of 10. Pretty typical for Sonya. Not even duo Alfonso. 10 out of 10. I'm not sure why in the world they would do that, because clearly they probably just did not see Vantage at all or something. And then they do this. So then they debuff themselves. You know, quite the bit of debuffs for Micaiah to get kind of turbo powered there. And she actually goes for the kill on Peony, which is okay. It doesn't matter too much at this point. And I'm guessing they couldn't kill Brave Micaiah, so Ripperinos. Again, this is just stuff that you really shouldn't do. There's level 5 Panic Manor there. First things first, you probably shouldn't try to buff your units and stuff. Even if they have more than 60 HP, like for the first time, that's fine. But then people kind of just forget about the fact that the level 5 Panic Manor is there, and then they just keep buffing, which then debuffs themselves. Here, at least they're going to do the logical thing of breaking the Panic Manor using Smite. Nothing too special here. And they're just going to set up Corn there, so it should be a pretty easy win for them. They have Pulse Smoke, so it's not like anyone's going to actually be doing any damage. Except Brave Micaiah, I guess, but she never lives counter against foes attacking her defense, unless maybe they're blue or something. She's definitely unmerged. She's definitely quite underwhelming. If I had her at plus 10 somehow on accident, she would definitely be scary, but I literally only have her there for Yoon's Whispers and Ground Orders. The fact she has armor and cav effectiveness is just a side bonus. It doesn't really matter too much. Here they should be able to pick up the ether structure pretty easily. Not entirely sure what the plan is there, but everything should work out for them at this point. Corin is hit, but can't move more than one space because of the gravity trap, but it doesn't matter because Sonya has no bulk here. It's Astra Anima season, so none of my units have extra HP, which kind of just oof. I was thinking about recording my last match of the season because it was sort of interesting, I guess. I don't even remember what the matchup was because it was so straightforward, but I was just basically fooling around the whole time and just doing whatever I felt like, which is kind of typical during Astra Anima. But it's like if I have a chance to do stuff, I'm gonna go for the memes rather than the actual practical plays. I'm not sure why you would ever test the obviously real bolt trap. Excuse me. The obviously real bolt trap with your units, especially your carry unit, within range. I don't understand why people do that. And they're just taking so long to set up. You don't need to take this long to set up. Like, seriously. And well, they're gonna be able to do their thing here. Because especially during Anima season, you don't have the kill power at all. It seems fine. But it's turn 6 of 7. You kind of have to do things. You can't just sit around and do nothing. and they actually just leave here to hit and turn. So Brave Micaiah has got her iceberg ready now. So Ripperinos to there. And at this point, they're just completely doomed. Especially after that. They just cannot reach Sylvia and murder everyone. So they just time themselves out. I mean, it's not like my defense actually did much, except sitting there. Well, at least we get the dank memes of avoiding isolation ploy from this Bride Fjorm, but it's not a merged up one, so it doesn't matter too much. Seems like a pretty straightforward hit and run team. I wouldn't be surprised if there's anything else. Not really sure why you would bring Bride Fjorm to this matchup, or why you would do that. I know, like, you have the Gale Force, but you don't just... Why would you put everyone in the corner like that? That's actually making your situation worse, if anything. Somebody like Bride Fjorm now is out of range. Well, they're probably just gonna use Hardy Bearing there to kill you. But like Bride Fjorm's out of range to attack, say, Seliph or something. But it's a pretty straightforward defense. Like, you pretty much know what's going to happen. Okay, I guess I'm not sure what the plan is. Okay, they're gonna bait out Sylvia. That seems fine. That doesn't seem fine. He almost dies there, actually. Should be able to deal with Sylvia, though. They should just be able to pick up the last ether structure, but I guess Brave Micaiah is not gonna let them. Maybe? Yeah. So, I mean, it's last day, so it probably didn't matter. But the fact they were going for it, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so, pretty terrible on defense this week, but that's pretty much expected. This defense has been the same for a while and doesn't really do much except the same thing every time, which is basically nothing. Probably not gonna make top 10k there. That it just so happens it looks like that way. Yeah, we might. I don't know. Allegiance battles pretty normal week. Just always outside top 1k nowadays. Even when it's water season, it's kind of a toss-up. On defense, we got one. That was pretty recent, I guess. And yes, tier 20.5 is definitely getting a lot more competitive nowadays. Ever since the arena change, which a lot of people liked, but I'm just kind of like, yeah. It just makes it easier. Like, it does make a lot of the matchups I have easier nowadays, especially with a lot of units that are showing up in 2020. And like my arena team being like this, there's just no mobility or whatever. It's pretty difficult in general, even before the update, for me to do arena. Even after the update, it's still pretty difficult. Like, legendary Celica's everywhere, and we pretty much, the only way to beat her is to one shot with Alphons, and that usually means leaving him in the middle of the enemy, which is never a good idea. It's just the matchups don't really matter at all. Like, the fact, if I needed to get all the bonus kills with Alphonse, it'd probably be a little more difficult, because there are some units like duo Alphonse or bonus, or just super fast units that he can't one-shot even when he's in brazen range. There's a lot of things that complicate it, because we're just running this janky build as usual, and it only gets him so fast. So, but yeah, 3770 is, I believe, 742 average a match, and that is, it's not borderline for tier 21, for getting back into tier 21, but it's pretty yikes. Matchmaker's pretty troll this week, so I only got this score for Arena Assault, but it looks like it's good enough for top 3k. So anyways, we'll be back when the results come in. And I guess in the meantime, I will record tap battles. Alright, here we go. Start out Ether raids. Looks like not a lot of people did last day Ether raid shenanigans, or they just had a rough week or something. So that top 10k, not that it actually matters. Let's toss that. Put in healing tower. Don't expect it to be particularly useful. Might actually matter which side I put it on, but don't really care. So we're just gonna do that. Allegiance battles. Pretty typical stuff. Nothing too special. Arena. Pretty sure we got back in. Yep. So we're just gonna promptly drop back out this upcoming season. And top 2k. Pretty usual stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.